Hi, it's Kim and Martin in the kitchen today, and we are talking all things leftover fruitcake. And I mean, honestly, what is a Christmas without a classic Aussie fruitcake?
I know, I think it makes it, and especially if Grandma's made it.
Oh, listen, and trick question, how many ingredients do you think are in my fruitcake, Martin?
Well, I actually know how many ingredients in this, and I love your cake.
I know.
I love it. It's really moist.
And
it's yummy.
There's only 3 ingredients, and the interesting thing is what's not in it. There's no added sugar, no eggs, no butter, no cream, just mixed dried fruit, tea, and self-raising flour. And those combined make this massive big cake. But what I find sometimes is that by Christmas we're all caked out, so I have leftover. And when we were chatting the other day, you absolutely floored me with your fried fruit cake recipe. So I want you to show us all today how you actually make that, because I have never ever heard of fried fruit cake. Got heart palpitations saying it, Martin.
Well, it really is awesome.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the bought fruitcakes are really dry, unlike yours. And look at this, it's just exquisite. So, but this reminds me of my grandmother. She used to make a cake like this called...
How many ingredients does she have in hers?
Probably lots, but it's called glug cake.
Glug?
Yeah,
cake?
And it was different every time. So,
really?
But I go straight back to that. So, like, food is amazing, powerful with memories, I find.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this is really easy.
Little butter?
No, just little butter. Like, get in there. I endorse butter. I will sneak some out, but I love... Oh, we're only doing one piece, aren't we?
Oh, no, do 2, because I have a feeling we're all going to really like this.
So what this does, you want to cook it in the butter. I really do like lots of butter, as you can tell.
Me too.
So, but what happens is it caramelizes and all the fruit, and it gets all really sort of gooey, and it's really yummy. So it's kind of nice because you can't really serve a piece of cake for dessert.
Yeah.
Whereas this you can, and I would probably be inclined more so if we're at home, maybe just to go like that, and then a ball of ice cream on top.
Oh, stop it!
But this is going to be a real Christmas feast, isn't it?
Okay, well, I'm going to, sorry.
No, this is so it's got to cook away for a couple of minutes.
Okay, well, while that is cooking, I want to actually introduce another one of my ideas that is a perennial crowd pleaser. And it just takes, so basically what you do, you take your fruit cake like so, and you just break it up. And imagine I had a bowl, and I popped all this in the bowl, and then I would add a little bit of rum or a little bit of sherry or a little bit of Cointreau, whatever you've got, and I would just soak it. And then I would mix it, soak it, come along, roll it into, what's that, say, a 20-cent size piece. Does that need turning, Martin?
I think we might be a little bit...
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah. But you want it like that. It's all nice and...
Oh, look
really
at the caramelization.
Yeah.
So, and then you just roll it into little balls like so, get a little bit of white chocolate, melt it, and then a glacé cherry on top, and look at that, beautiful people. That is a classic little mini plum pudding, and it is one everyone who I make it for goes, how did you make that? So then you've got to try and make it sound a lot more complicated than what it actually was, because it's so easy.
And really yummy if you just put it into a date. Split the date open. Yeah.
Stop it.
It's divine. And then those purists out there that don't want to do icing, etc., it's really good. And then you've got the sweetness of the date.
And what about that as well?
Kenilworth Dairies do amazing cheese. And this is cheddar cheese, and it's phenomenal. Have you ever tried it? Like, do it with on a piece of cake. You've got the sharpness of the cheddar and on that sweetness of all the fruit. It's
just
divine.
One moment, please. So what? You would just slice up your cheddar, add a little bit of fruit cake to it, and that accompanies each other on your fruit platter?
I probably wouldn't do it like that, but yes, a little. But isn't that nice? Really nice.
You would so do it like that. Pop that in your mouth. That is absolutely. Because it's salty and sweet. Okay, what do we do now? Is that... what's your fingers?
That's better. I've got chef's hands, so we're just going to put that on there like that, and we'll just lose that one. So we've cooked that, and then I'm just going to put a nice scoop of ice cream on top like that.
Okay, could you do some jam and cream or something as well?
Look, you could, or you could use up some of your custard left over, or your brandy custard if you've had that.
Oh my
God. I like the combination of really special vanilla ice cream and your fruit cake, and that caramelised... all that butter and caramel, it's just divine.
I don't think you'll like this. That is so good. That is so, so yummy. So there's our fruitcake. There's a couple of really great little tips there as well. Remember too, fruitcake freezes really well. So just freeze it and bring it out when you're next ready to eat it. But similarly, with fruitcake, we have leftover mince pies. What do? What's your number one go-to tip to use up all these leftover mince pies?
I actually keep rolling them out through into the new year, but I just put them in the oven for a while and
refresh.
and refresh them, and then they come up just like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like bringing a scone out from the freezer as well, and under a cold tap into a hot oven. You can, and same with the bread. You can do that with your bread. Just bring it straight out of the freezer.
And it's
Look at them,
crumbly
yummy.
too, so do the same thing. You could crumble them up, roll them into a little ball, dip them in some chocolate, and you've got a fruit ball. Crumble them up with some cream and fresh berries, and you've got a trifle, a twist, a classic twist on a trifle. So, lots of different things that you can do in your kitchen with fruitcake and mince pies to reduce waste. Love your leftovers.